All right. Hello, everybody. Happy 2017. So exciting. A new year with some incredible announcements we have going on in the company. Who all was on the 305 call or the 205 in Dallas or whatever? Yay for the new product. And yay for the dream drawing. That's crazy awesome. And yay for any promotions that happen will count towards whatever great announcement they have at conference this month. So it is time to gear up and go for it. So that's super exciting. Okay, well, tonight is going to be an incredible treat. One you'll always hear, this is one of the favorite things that Pam Souter always says to me. You know what? Can you guys hear the dinging of my Facebook? Let me exit out of that really quick. Okay, sorry. All right. So Pam Souter always says you make money in this business, which is, I mean, we can all say that's something we all want, is to make a little extra. And then that begins to change and you get to help other people make a little extra. But you make money in this business by signing distributors and signing loyal customers. That is what we do. So tonight is going to be an awesome treat to hear from last month's December, our top distributor enroller and our top loyal customer enroller, and get to hear what they're doing and their tricks and their little secrets. So congratulations, Melissa and Victoria. Way to go. Awesome. We are going to get started with Melissa. Here we go. Hey, Melissa, how are you?
Hello. Good. How are you guys?
Good. Yay. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Top enroller. Way to go.
Thanks.
So I know some people on here that have been around know a little bit of your story, and there's others who haven't really heard it. So why don't you tell us about how I can't hear? Uh-oh. Can people hear me? Wait, like, yeah, thumbs up if you can hear me. Okay.
Ashley, try to log back off and then log in on your computer. Like click the computer audio or something, right? Something like that.
Yeah, except she probably can't hear us.
Good call.
Well, someone in the chat will take care of her. Okay. All right. All right. So Melissa, tell us a little bit about how you got involved. Tell us a little bit of your story as to where you are now.
Perfect. So my story is a little bit different. It's kind of interesting. I actually had been working in retail management for 18 years. I was a district manager, and I was traveling all over Northern California on a weekly basis, working around 70 hours a week. And I had 3 babies in 3 years, so back to back to back to back, which was crazy. They're all 15 months apart. And once I had my third, obviously things got a lot more expensive, than just having the first 2. We had to get a bigger house. We had to get a bigger car. Daycare was like almost $3,000 a month to cover the amount of hours that I was working. So life was super crazy. And to be honest, I started because my friend Hillary reached out to me about trying the wraps. And I was all about the wraps because 3 babies in 3 years was like a situation. Like, let's just be real. So I was like, I'm going to do the wraps, And I was talking about it with a couple of my friends at work. And we all had the same mutual friend who was my enroller. And they were all saying that they also wanted to try the wraps. So even though I was working 70 hours a week, we were still living paycheck to paycheck because of all of the expenses of having 3 kids. So I was thinking, I'm cheap. If anybody follows me, like I'm a big Dave Ramsey person. Like we penny pinch everything. Like we're huge believers in cash only and savings and all this stuff. And so I thought if I could try the products for free or at a really big discount, then that would be great. So I actually enrolled with the thought that I was just going to use my commission to purchase products. So totally not even thinking that this was going to be a business. My enroller quit the week after I signed up. And I never met anybody in Diamond Empire for a couple of weeks. I don't even think we had Diamond Empire. It was like Diamond Boom back then. So my enroller quit, and I was like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing, but let me just invite a couple of my friends over. And do like mimosas and do the wraps, and they all wanted to wrap. And I figured if I'm going to make money at this, they have to put the wraps on. So invited my 8 closest friends over. We had a really good time, just relaxed, kick back. I was really honest with them. I said, I don't know if this is something I want to do, but I really want you guys to try the product. So let's do it. So we did. And all 8 of them signed up as distributors at my very first party. And Sherry Lynn reached out to me, thank God, like bless her soul, reached out to me and was like, who are you? Where did you come from? Who signed you? Do you know how to chart? And I was like, chart? I was like, I'm just trying to make my 15%. Like, I just want the products for free. And so she reached out to me and really was like super sweet, really kind. I mean, I don't even know how much time she spent with me in the beginning, like really teaching me the business and investing in me. And I'm one of those people that I do the best when I feel significant and when I feel like I'm contributing at a high level. So I don't know, that's just kind of how it started. And then I actually I have the weirdest story because I was such a fast distributor enroller. I actually went from distributor to diamond. I skipped executive, I skipped Ruby, I skipped Emerald. I did not know charting until Sherry reached out, and went diamond in my first 3 months. So I won the $20,000 bonus, and that was like huge for us. So for those of you guys that don't know, the bonuses are paid out over 25 months. So it was an additional $800 a month on top of the diamond income. So it was a lot of money. That was a lot of money for us. And so I just was like, I'm just going to keep doing it. Like I love it. I loved it. I loved the products. I loved being involved with people. I'm a leader by nature, just with what I've done in my entire like career with management for a really long time. And so I just went for it. So the month that I went diamond, my youngest daughter actually got sick, like severely sick. I was 3 hours away from home working, and she had a seizure and had to be rushed to the emergency room. And we actually thought we were going to lose her. And so I blacked out driving home, drove home 3 hours, totally just, I cried the whole way, didn't know what was going on. She was with my mom, they'd take her away in the ambulance, all this crazy stuff. Well, she ended up having a kidney disease where she needed a 1-a-day treatment. And that's a really hard thing to do when you're a working mom. And my husband's a police officer, so he works graveyards. And it was just all this like craziness all at once. And I actually, the day after she got diagnosed with her kidney disease, I quit my full-time job as a retail district manager, and I walked away from over $100,000 a year with no guilt, with no, it was like my family became like my priority, like overnight. Like it was just, something shifted in me and completely changed my entire outlook on the business and what I was doing with the business. So I stayed home with her for a year. She is now in remission from her infections or treatment that she had. And so she's doing really good. And had I not found It Works, I would have never been able to do that. Somebody else would have been taking care of her. Somebody else would have been in the hospital with her. I went through procedures after procedures with her, and I'm so thankful for the business. And that's really my why and what drove me. And I'm trying to think of what else. So then fast forward to the following March, I went double diamond. So a year and about 15 months after I joined the business, I went double diamond, and my husband went diamond. So we actually got an additional $50,000 in bonuses in March. So $70,000 total. And it's been 2 years exactly since I've joined, and we have saved all of our It Works income has gone into a separate account. It's kind of been one of those things where we only, tap into it if we need it. And as of just this last Christmas, we are officially debt free. So we paid $143,000 off in debt, and we have 0 bills. All we have is our mortgage. And for those of you who know, California is a very expensive place to live. So so that's my story. That's my journey. I have been so blessed with the team that I'm on, and I've been really lucky. No, I shouldn't say lucky because I work really hard, but I've been able to put together, my own team, and it's just been like super amazing. So I'm very thankful for this business, and I'm excited to see what happens in the next year.
Yeah. Well,
that was long. Sorry.
No, that was perfect. We're very blessed to have you as a part of this team. Like, you're an incredible leader on this team. And so we're grateful for that. And
thank you.
That you just go for it. No holds barred. I
do.
That's great. Well, you said a few things in your story that I just want to take a second and reiterate, because people always say those who wrap the most make the most. And that was part of your key right there to those first 8 distributors, is getting the wrap on people and how important that is. Whether you post on social media that you have wraps for $25, and then you go meet somebody and you wrap them. I mean, it does help that you do the wrapping.
Yes.
You know, because there's more user error than there is product error with our stuffies. So you want to help put that on people and make sure they're doing it right, and you can check in with them and take their pictures and all that stuff. But that's a statement, you know, that you hear everywhere. The person who wraps the most makes the most, because people get results. So those 8 people put that wrap on and they saw what happened, and that's awesome.
And take pictures too. Pictures are huge. I mean, I did my first wrap and I was like, man, I don't really see anything. And then I put them side by side and I was like, oh my God, this is gold.
Yes, that is true. So you always want to send instructions, and you always want to encourage people to take pictures, because that's right. You don't notice the difference until, I mean, well, for me, I know my first wrap, I had these white skinny jeans that I had a good muffin top. And then like the next day I'm like, wait, I don't have a muffin. I went to church the next day and someone's like, you look good. I'm like, thanks, I wrapped. That was my first, and they're like, I want one of those. I'm like, okay. So wrap yourself and wrap others, get that wrap on. And then you did say something really key, and I think that's really good for all the leaders too, is you respond to feeling significant. And this business is a people business. And so being able to, just talk to people, talk to your team, encourage them. Right now is the perfect time. And another thing you said was knowing your why you're doing this. It's that little girl, or it's the 3 of them in your whole family, and being able to say you're debt free, overall.
Yeah.
This is a great time for everyone on our team to feel significant by whoever enrolled them, because you could say, hey, what's your why this year? Like, I want to know what your why is too. So I would just challenge everybody to reach out to the people you've enrolled, ask them their why, and and if nobody reaches out to you, you send somebody, hey, this is why I'm doing it, because getting to do it together makes you in it for the long haul a little more than just, going for it. So, okay. Let's talk about what some of the tricks you're doing to sign distributors. That's why you're on tonight as top enrollers. So let's talk about that, because you've got some good tricks.
All right. Yeah, no, definitely. So I think so I've kind of worked my business a lot of different ways. I mean, I started wrapping people. Then I went into my Facebook business page, had a lot of success with my business page, but not quite what I was looking for. And slowly found Instagram. And I was so terrified of Instagram. I didn't want to touch it. I didn't want to do anything with it. I didn't even know how to use it. Like, I had to YouTube how to use Instagram because I didn't know how to use Instagram. And so I would say, like, with the last 6 months, Instagram has been the biggest thing that I have done that has impacted my business, with the fact that I'm getting the quality distributors and the quality loyal customers, where I wasn't really getting that on Facebook. I mean, my first 3 to 4 months was all my warm market. It was all the people that had worked for me in the past. It was all my friends and family. I was very transparent with them when I said, would you please try one of my products? This is what I'm trying to do. I really want to stay home with the babies. I really want to stop working 70 hours a week. You buying $15 a month for 3 months will help get me there. Like, I was very honest with my friends and family. And I think the top month that I had was sending out to my warm market. I signed 26 loyal customers, and it was all people that I knew. And it's all people that are still customers under me that order like regularly. And so I would say, like, that's the first thing, like, reach out to your warm market. Once you kind of tap that out, I mean, Instagram and Facebook, it's just a mecca of business. I mean, I wish I would have known this from the beginning. So I actually was going to screen share if I can. Let me screen share, Stacey?
You know what?
That's okay.
Let me try. I know sometimes we run into issues with that, but let me, okay, go for it.
Okay, let me just see if oh no, it's okay. I can just kind of.
Okay, try one more time, Melissa. Try one more time.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if I can find it. Let's see. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oops. There we go. Okay, can you guys see that?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So Instagram has been how I've really been driving the business over the last couple months. So when I started posting my business on Instagram, I had 400 followers, and that was 3 months ago. So I went from 400 to almost 6,000 in 3 months. And what I do is, so my Instagram is completely private. So when you see my Instagram, all you see is the very, very, very top part. You don't see any of my posts at all. So you just see the picture of me, and then you see my description: mommy of three, police wife, optician, business owner, diamonds are a girl's best friend. That's the only thing you see. So what has helped me get followers so fast is finding groups and pages of people who have the same interests as me. So if anybody, a lot of the girls that are on here that are from my team, I found from police wife. So I would just go into the search tab and I would put in police wife, and I would just add, and they would follow me back. And for those of you who don't know, police wives were like a cult. Like, it's a world that nobody understands except for us. And so it's the perfect avenue for me to gain followers and to meet new people and to build relationships. So that's how I got the majority of my followers. You could do anything. I mean, if you're really into photography, you know, put photographer in your introduction and then search photography and just add as many people that are photographers as you can find. And you just start building your relationships that way. If you look at my Instagram, like once they get on it, like, because we're doing the 31-day push and all the weight stuff for New Year's, my page looks a lot more It Worksy than it normally does. But like, if you go down like a little bit farther, I usually clean it up pretty good. I just usually highlight things that have helped the business or what the business has given to me. So this post right here is about how Carl and I were able to open a savings account thanks to It Works, and we put 3 times our mortgage into it, which we've never had before. So this one had 43 likes. So anytime that I post something and somebody likes on it, that night I message every single person that likes any of my Instagram posts. So I post 4 to 6 times a day, sometimes more, and then anybody who likes, I go in and I send them a message. So it just kind of depends. There's 2 different messages that I'll send depending on oops, I can't see how to get out of this now. Depending on if it's a loyal customer or if it's a distributor post. So let me see. So like this one, you know, I volunteered at my son's school, something I would have never been able to do before. 71 likes. I reached out to every single person and I just sent them the message. It's the same one that Kelly uses, but I switched it up a little bit, and it just says, Hey blank, I know this is totally random, but I need new pictures for my New Year's portfolio, and I have a few spots open for my 40% discount. I would love it if you could try a product of mine. Would you be interested? And I just message that to every single person. I mean, some nights it's like 200 people. Other nights it's like not that many. And if it's not that many, I'm not posting the right stuff. Then I take that post down, you know, stuff like that. And then if it's a distributor-driven post, so like here's this one here, 29 likes. That's kind of low. Like I try to go for like 90 to 150 likes on each of my posts. If I don't get them, I usually delete them so that it keeps it like, so when people look at it, they see that there's a ton of people that are invested in my page. So this one, I love that I can literally work my business anywhere. My team has been on fire. Hurry up and join us. 2017 is going to be an amazing year with the distributor notification. I just posted another one on my personal page about signing up a customer while I was getting ready for this Zoom. So like, I don't know what this one is, but it has 117 likes. But now I can't get out of this. Let me see if I can stop screen sharing. Oh, and then it's important to also put like your family life, your fun stuff. Like I'm a huge person with like interior decorating. This picture right here is actually my room that we redecorated with my bonus from going double diamond. So, you know, like it's important to put all that stuff in there. These pictures here, this is a hair, skin, and nails post. You have no idea that it's a hair, skin, and nails post because it doesn't say anything about hair, skin, and nails. That's like my #1 product that I signed up because I'm like a really big hair person, to be honest. So I post a ton of stuff about hair, skin, and nails. This one's another hair, skin, and nails post, 61 likes. I message every single person, hey, thanks for the love on my post. Would you be interested in learning more about our hair, skin, and nails product? I can get you my discount, and I think you would really love it. Like something short, easy, simple. Most times they don't answer. Sometimes they say no. If they say no, that's okay. There's somebody behind them that's going to say yes. Like just keep going for the yeses. So that's my Instagram. And then you always want to keep your followers and your following close. I follow Monday through Saturday. So Monday through Saturday, my following looks a lot higher than my followers. And then Sunday night, I use Cleaner and I get rid of everybody that's not following me back. So for those of you that don't have Cleaner, it's an Instagram app. You can unfollow 200 people every hour, and Instagram does it for you overnight while you're asleep. So you sleep 8 hours, it'll unfollow 1,600 people for you. So you're not having to go through and unfollow everybody because nobody has time for that.
Yes, and on Diamond Empire, Kelly did do a post too of exactly how to use Cleaner. So
yes,
you guys can get on there and look at that. Okay, Amy asked, what do you message on the distributor-driven posts?
I message them. So with the distributor-driven posts, it's important to anybody that likes it. I always go to their feed and I like 5 or 6 of their pictures. Like they're really cute pictures. And then I message them and I say, hey, thanks for the love on my post. I was looking at your feed and I think you would be amazing at what I do. Have you ever thought about making more money or an additional income with It Works? I always say with It Works because I feel like if you don't, it sounds like really spammy. And anybody who follows me knows that I'm an It Works distributor. So, or I'll say something like, oh my God, your baby's so cute. Like I love seeing all the pictures. Your feed is amazing. Have you ever thought about, maybe joining It Works and making some extra money? I think you'd be great on my team. I kind of switch it up. I don't keep that one the same because I feel like that's very personal. And I need relationships with the people that I bring on my team. So distributors a little bit different. I do keep it simple. I do go in and I like their pictures before I even send them their first message though. And it just depends on what is on their feed. So I wouldn't message somebody that likes something that if I went to their feed and it was all like garbage, I wouldn't message them that. I love your feed, because I don't. I just wouldn't message them.
Yeah, you want to be sincere in what you're doing because you want sincere people to be a part of your team.
Exactly.
So one of the great things, one of the tricks I learned with that, and I don't remember if it was Pam Souter that gave this tip too, but I always write down qualities that I would love in a team member. Mm-hmm. Write down about 10 of those, and then when I see those qualities, if it's just one of them, I just say, hey, you are so kind, and you're you're so outgoing, or you're so fun. Like, have you ever thought about that? Then I'm giving a sincere compliment, and it's something that I'm really wanting back, and I love doing that. Okay, someone asked, and we could do this when we post our team picture tonight on the Diamond Empire page. They asked if you would share some of your scripts, so maybe you could share your scripts.
Totally. Yes.
That'd be awesome with messaging. That's so great. Okay. One of the things you said that I really loved, and I think anyone that's been a part of this business more than 6 months and has been consistently posting, I would say even more than 3 months, because there are those people, like you said, you signed up, your 8 friends became distributors, your, how many loyal customers you signed up. It was just like booming. And that happens to a lot of people. They're booming for those first 2 months because our warm market jumps. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, maybe this business isn't for me, and maybe this. And I think that is a huge decision point that a lot of people hit. Mm-hmm. And one, you want to be driven by your why. Why are you doing this? Why do you want to do this? Because if it's worth it, you can work this business in simple steps if you're willing to change a little bit. I always think, like, with my girls, I've probably said this 100 times, but they love piano when they know the song they're playing.
Yeah, exactly.
We hate piano all over again, and we're quitting all over again. You know what I mean? So there is this human nature we all have that hates to try something new or to step out of the box that we're in. But if you're willing to do that, you can break the box of this and keep going and hit where you really want to hit in this company. And so I love that you realized, okay, I was doing my warm market, then you tried, and it's okay to try and not like something. But if you don't try, so I know for me, about 6 months ago, I was like, okay, my warm market's pretty tapped out. So yeah, I'm just kind of growing my followers on Instagram. This is all new for me, and messaging and sending out that message, just those scripts that we're all doing. And so I love that you were willing to change and go forward. And I think there's probably a lot of people on this Zoom, and especially at the beginning of this new year, you're posting and your same friends are seeing it, and they might not be ready to sign up, but they will sign up eventually. But until they do sign up, what are you going to do? And I would say the challenge is to step out and grow your warm market in a new way. Whether that's through what you're saying, Instagram, building your followers, building that relationship, liking their posts back and forth. So I love it. I just love that you're willing to try anything and keep going forward, and you're driven by that. So
I really am.
Last thing, you were just talking about, you hit that diamond bonus and you got that double diamond bonus, and we're in that season where these exciting announcements come, and they just told us today that this is the first time, guys, so this is super exciting, that whatever you promote this month will count for whatever they announce at conference, which is huge. So like, if you were on that verge of hitting Emerald, then you might have heard somebody go, oh, just wait till conference because there'll be some great announcement. You don't have to do that. That's awesome. So right now we are working for whatever that great announcement is, and it's going to count. And so what's one or two things that you would say, do this, that you're telling yourself or whatever? What's the advice you would give?
So a couple things kind of come to my mind with that. I mean, this kind of goes back with what you were saying a minute ago, but when your business slows down, like, you need to speed up. Like, if it's getting slow, then pick up the pace, like do something different, find more people, like follow more people, do more fun things, show how happy you are with the business, even though you might not be feeling like that on the inside. You know what this business can do. So keep pushing that. I would say the second thing is to know what your goals are. So it's one thing to write your goals on a list and say, these are my 5 goals for this month. Okay, that's great. You put it on paper, that's good. But what are you going to do to get there? I mean, I am a huge proponent of charting, and I'm going to show you guys like just a really quick thing on my chart, and then I'm going to hide it. It's a fluid chart, so obviously like the names change like all the time, but charting is so important, you guys. This is from the first 3 days of the month, okay? I have everything on my chart. I have right now I have 28 potential loyal customers names on the top of my chart of people that I've reached out to in the last 3 days that said they were interested in ordering product. 6 of them have already ordered. The other ones are interested, and I'm going to follow up with them on Friday. As soon as they order, I cross them off. I also have like a list on my chart of like fast start bonuses from December. So I signed 12 distributors in the month of December. And so I list all of them here, because a lot of times, like, once the month is over, you kind of forget about it because you're thinking forward, right? Well, 12 fast starts is $1,200 plus another $1,000 when you're diamond. So that's $2,200 in fast start. So people don't understand like the power of fast starts. Like, get your fast starts. I don't go a month where I don't get a fast start. I will work every single day until I get a fast start because that's money in your pocket every single Friday. So all my fast starts are here. As soon as I get them, I cross them off. And then I have the 1 month date of when we have to get it by. And then at the bottom is all of my potential distributors that I've talked to in the last 3 days. So if your charts aren't full, then you're not working the way that you need to be doing or the direction that you're going. So we always say, like, a goal without a plan is just a wish. So put your plan on paper and use it every single day. The first thing I did when I came home from work today, because I do still work full time. I don't want you guys to think that I'm a stay-at-home mom, because I'm not. I work full time. I still have 3 kids under 3. My husband's still a police officer. I still have my team of 170 distributors, and 800 customers that I deal with. So staying organized is the most important thing that you can do with your business, and know exactly what you need. I know exactly how much volume I need in every single box on my double chart. Exactly. To the, I know the next move before I have it. So the next loyal customer, I know exactly where they're going to go. So planning is huge. Tracking your volume is something that I started doing in October, and that is like massively important. So you like, basically at the end of every day, I just write in my planner where my volume's at and how many customers and how many distributors I have. So I went back and I looked at October, and October 3rd, I had half of the volume that I have now going in January 3rd. So, you're on the right track. So, just keeping track of everybody, sending thank yous to your loyal customers, following up with your loyal customers. I keep track of all my loyal customers on the side of my planner, and I reach out to them once a month for 3 months. And then on their 3rd month, I have a thing in my calendar to remind them about their perk points and to find out if they like their orders and if they want to try something else. So, organization is key. and not just writing down your goals, but finding out how to get there. My goal this month is to sign 31 loyal customers, and I created a weight loss group, and we have almost 3,000 people in it in 3 days because, we start thinking outside the box, we start strategizing. So I have 6 and we're 3 days in, 6 customers just under me. And then my team is signing customers like crazy too. So make a goal and then put an action into place and then follow through with that action for the entire month and just stay consistent all the time. So that's my biggest tip. Like, please chart.
And stay organized. And what's so funny is today on Diamond Empire, we posted about how to chart. So if you go back into Diamond Empire, your task today was to print up that chart of where you're going. And there's a little short video link on there of Ashley St. Clair explaining how to go Ruby. So it will explain to you what you need to fill those boxes. So take time to stop and watch those videos so you can start understanding what she's talking about as far as knowing what you need, how you can get those boxes to 400, what boxes you need, and you can start applying that to any promotion that you need.
And fast starts. Never underestimate the power of a fast start.
Yes. So let me really quick, because I know there might be people on here that might not understand what a fast start is. So fast start qualification, because it is really simple if you understand it. So really quick, if you have just signed up, you want to get fast start qualified. What does that mean? That means you sign up 2 loyal customers. 2 loyal customers, that's it. You sign up 2 loyal customers, and you either run your auto ship for 80 or you meet that 150 PBV. That makes you commission qualified. Doing that makes you fast start qualified. That's your first goal. Then you sign a distributor, and within their first 30 days, when they get fast start qualified, you get a $100 bonus. Those are awesome. How many of you love those? And we get Thursday alerts like,
yes,
$9 transferred to your account. I'm like, yay! Whatever we may need. That comes in handy. And so you want to do that. And every time you sign a distributor, a personally enrolled distributor, and help them get fast start qualified, that's just $100 in your pocket on top of any commissions or anything like that. So that's what that is. I wanted to make sure we explained that. But
good call.
yes. Well, it's always good to know. Okay, so one last thought, and then I know you've got to run. So give us one last thought, or if you see a question there. I know a couple people asked questions, so if you think there's an important one, take a second.
Actually, I didn't see any of the. Should I go? I didn't see any.
Someone asked, how do you get people into that group?
Okay. So right now I have 2 different groups. I have a Future Diamonds group, which has about 200 people in it. And then I have this weight loss group. So it's really easy. Anytime that I message somebody on Instagram and they say, can you tell me more about the business? I say, yes, absolutely. Let me add you to our event that we have on Thursday. It explains everything. And I'm going to add you to my Future Diamonds page, which gives tons of information about it works. I don't talk about $99, you get 4 wraps, blah, 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 blah. I get them on the events because the events are so exciting to people that they're just like, and they get all the information that they need. I don't have a lot of time to go back and forth on Instagram with people answering the same questions over and over again. And I feel like when you do the scripting of what it works is, it doesn't come across as genuine. And so I really don't give them any information at all, except how excited I am about it, what it's done for me. And then I get them on an event, and then I add them to a group. If they want to try the products, I put them in the weight loss group. And then if they want to be a distributor, obviously I put them in the distributor group. And I just say, right now for the weight loss group, I'm doing like a bunch of challenges and competitions. So I let them know if they want to try the products, that I can also put them in a challenge where they can win free products on top of the products that they're purchasing from me today. So it's just thinking differently, but almost everybody I talk to goes into a group no matter what. And if there's not a group for them to go into, I make another one. I'm a group person.
No, that's awesome. Well, that saved you time. That's organized. I feel like I learned even more. So I'm so glad that you shared with us tonight. And
thank you.
Hey, I can't wait to see what 2017 holds for you, because I know it's greatness.
Yes, thank you for having me on. Appreciate it.
Yes, and you've just, I mean, you're a great example of continual planting, and that's what this business is. There's never a time that we're not planting, and that's what you got to do so you can reap what there is. So,
Yes.
awesome
Thank you.
job. Thank you so much. Okay, that was exciting. Okay, where did I go? Sorry, y'all. Okay, you muted yourself. Okay, Victoria, where are you? I think, uh-oh. She's not on the first page. Victoria, write something in the chat. So, oh, there you are. I see you. Okay, here we go. All right. Yes. No. Sorry. Okay. Hi.
Hello.
Congratulations, top low customer enroller.
Thank you.
Big $250 winner last month.
It came in handy.
Yeah, that's incredible. Well, we're excited to have you too share some of your story. So why don't you go ahead and just tell us how you got into the business and what this has done for you so far.
So I'm a stay-at-home mom before I started at Works. I was doing a cake business. My husband was a pumper, and a customer, Billy, had gotten with me so I could do her daughter's cake for her. And so I did that. And I kept seeing her post about the business and the products. And of course, it caught my attention. But I was afraid to ask her about it. So I finally just asked her, and she told me that y'all were actually having an event down here in Midland. And so she invited me to go with her, and that was my first, interaction with the whole It Works. And I thought to myself, what am I getting myself into? This is crazy. I can't sell anything. Like, why would I even do this? So I left there, and she followed up with me on Sunday. And I kept telling myself, no, I'm not going to do this. I don't think I'll be good at it. It's going to be bad. And my husband, on the other hand, was like, just do it. What do we have to lose? It's $99. You spend that anywhere else you go in a heartbeat. So I thought, okay, I'm just going to do it. So I called her, and we got me signed up. And that was in November. I went Ruby in February and went Emerald in March. So it was real quick, but at the same time, it felt like, oh my gosh, this is like, it's happening. I got the $2,000 Emerald bonus. I missed my Ruby bonus, but it was totally okay. In late March, we found out we were expecting another baby. We were super excited. We have 2 other kids, a boy and a girl. In April, I believe, I started having some complications and was put on bed rest. So I was able to do a lot of, adding and reaching out to people, but I still wasn't getting the distributors and the loyal customers that I needed. In June, we actually lost our daughter. And so at that point, I thought, I wanted to quit. I didn't want to keep going. But in the back of my mind, I thought, I can't quit. I still have 2 other ones that are looking up to me. And just because something gets tough, we can't stop. And I wanted them to know, we've gone through something really bad, but mom is still pushing. So I guess I did take about, 4 months, maybe 5 months off. And I finally got back into it and got the urge that I needed, I guess. And just once I found it, it lit a fire in me.
Shoot, I didn't realize I had unmuted. Yeah, that's an incredible journey you've been on. And I know we've too been just praying for everything that you've been walking through, because that's a lot to walk through in it. But it's awesome too that it was still there for you as you walked through things, and you could come right back to it and do something incredible. And I know, like, diamond is, I hope diamond's not your last resort. I think on your chart, better say like double or triple on your dream board, because it is there for you. And I love that. I found too, like, just hearing you say, like, I wanted to show I was a stronger person. I wanted to lead that example. And that's something I found even with this business, as silly as wraps may seem at times. Like, I'm like, man, this has done so much for me as a person, to just be strong and to carry on. And one of the things that you said that I loved is, okay, I didn't get the Ruby bonus. And you know what? That is where a lot of people quit. Like, they have this Ruby bonus in their mind and they're like, I'm going to go for this. And then they don't get it and they're like, never mind. That was fun. But like, in the next sentence, you got a $2,000 Emerald bonus. Like, what if you had quit because you didn't get the Ruby bonus? Like,
Yeah.
and when the Ruby bonus was available, right, the 2,000 Emerald bonus wasn't even there.
It wasn't.
You didn't know that you didn't know that was coming. And that's something John always says, is he's like, if you don't get a bonus, you just keep working because you don't know what they're going to do next, you know?
And I've totally seen that.
Yeah, you're a true testimony of that. So I would right now stop and say, okay, everybody who's out there beating themselves up that they didn't get a Ruby bonus,
Keep
stop
working.
beating yourself up and go forward, because the next thing is going to be incredible for you.
Yes.
Absolutely. Okay. So, so this is awesome because you've been in the business over a year, and you just last month were like top LC enroller. So sometimes that's not very common. Like, people will be top LC in those first few months that they're going, but you've like have a little secret. You have a strategy to what you're doing right now. And so will you share, just tell us what you're doing to get all these loyal customers?
Yeah. So, if you're on my Facebook and you're a friend, on my friends list, I'm sending you the cold message. I was using the cold message, I believe, that Kelly Brown had posted. I have changed it up a little bit. I'll just share what I'm sending really quick. Hey, Happy New Year. I was wondering if you would be willing to do me a favor. You can try any product I have for 3 months, even change products each month. You won't have to pay full price. I will give you my discount. Would you be interested? And I will, I'll wait for them to reply back. And I'm doing a lot of cold messaging. If it's people online, because Facebook will show you who's online, and just going through my entire friends list, starting from my A's until, I do 20 at a time, because I have found out a few times Facebook will block you for like 24 hours after 49 messages.
Okay.
So I space them out. I'll do, 20 in the morning, give it a few hours. I've had some people reply back, no. I've had a lot of people reply back, they're already with someone. They've already tried the products. I make sure I keep it a positive attitude with them, even if they tell me no, only because if they decide that they do, after they tell me no, a month later, if they decide that they do want, to try something, I want to be the person they come to. I want them to remember, okay, well, she had a great attitude, even when I told her no, instead of, well, she was kind of sour because I told her no, so I'm just going to go find someone else. So I always make sure and tell them, okay, thanks, happy Monday, happy Friday, hope you have a great week, whatever the case may be, just anything to keep it positive.
I love that. I think both you and Melissa talked about, like, we just reach out and people will get no's or we get no responses, but we know the next yes is coming in there, and then that's part of it. If you want to sign up 10 loyal customers this month, figure out how many no's you have to get through to get to the 10. And here's the thing. Once you've been told no, you realize it's not a big deal. I think it's more of a big deal before you're actually told no. I know for me it was. I was like, I don't want to be told no. I have issues with rejection, and that's just too hard for me, But once I've been told no, I'm like, oh, that's no big deal. And then, like you said, leaving the door open after you've been told no, because no's generally mean not right now. Like, I remember the first time this happened, when I started doing the whole message, you're doing it, in your way. I use Kelly's thing word for word right now with my Instagram market. And I love that you're doing Facebook. I love that you're using that and just reaching out, because it sounds like being a product tester just sounds like a nice thing for people to be a part of. It's not, it doesn't feel like you're pressuring them into anything. But I had a lady go, I know I told you no, but someone else asked me to be a product tester, and well, you asked me first, so can I sign up? And I was like, yeah, sure, So just know, like, those come back to you. So everybody that you have asked is a seed planted, and in the right time, it'll come back to you. And so you keep posting, you keep reaching out, you keep saying positive about the business, and people will turn around and come back to you. So you're literally, so do you message 20 people a day or just 20 at a time?
I'll do 20 at a time. After I get the kids to school, I'll sit down and just, okay, I'm going to do this. If it's 30 minutes of messaging people, take that full 30 minutes of messaging people. Mm-hmm. Just, don't send them so many at one time, because you will get blocked. I sat and counted one day before, to see how many before I got blocked, and it was 49. So I try and space it out if it's morning, and then, around noon. And then again, when I put the kids to bed, if it's 60 no's, I've got a yes coming eventually. Like, I know, I've reached out to 60 people. They all told me no. Okay, well, I'm going to get that one yes. I'm not giving up until yes. And that, and the ones that tell me, right now is not a good time, because I did get a lot of those with, last month being Christmas. I did get a lot of, right now is not a good time, maybe after the holidays. I write them on a sticky note. I'll put them on the hundreds list. I'll take a screenshot of it, and I write them on my calendar in my kitchen, because I see that calendar every single day. They're on that calendar to remind me, follow up, whatever, whenever they tell me. And I make sure, if they tell me not right now, I make sure and I ask them, okay, when would be a better time for me to follow up with you? I would love to put you on my follow-up list. Yeah. Just so that they know, okay, she will get back to me, because people do forget.
Yeah. And you know what? I have found it, and I read this, again, I'm making a plug for Miracle Morning for Network Marketers, because that book's really good, you guys. After how many Zooms I keep telling you about it, but I'll still keep telling you. But one of the things they said is when you're, what they call it is prospecting. I could be saying that wrong. But when you're prospecting with people, you want to set an expectation that you're going to reach out again and you are going to follow up with them. So then, and also it doesn't feel as awkward for me. So I'll do that. Like, I know with Kelly's script, at the end, we always say like, yay, I'm so excited. You're ready to try. Do you want me to order for you, or do you want me to send you steps how to do it, which is best for you? And it's always more of a guarantee usually when they send you their info and you can put it all in. But what I've started to do now is go, here's the steps, and I'll be getting back with you. If I get it in the morning, I'll be like, and I'll be getting back with you tonight to make sure everything worked out well for you. So then they know, okay, she's going to talk to me again. But there is that follow-up, and that does help. It helps remind them, because they're not on the same time frame as I am. But so I always set okay, I will get back to you. I will get back to you here. So then I don't feel like I'm bugging them as much, and then they already know, okay, she's going to reach back out to me. So we're in that. And then there's huge statistics, guys. Like, fortune is the follow-up. Fortune is in the follow-up. So Melissa talked about that. Like, I have my follow-ups over here that said they're going to do something. You're saying, I write them down when they say, like, last month is a great example of that. I had to do a lot of that last month. Like, okay, so January, this first week of January, I'm like, most of my messages are just follow-ups from December, you know, but, but it takes so, like, I don't even remember the statistics, but it's all over our Diamond Empire page of how many times it will take somebody to be reached out to before they actually sign up. And most salespeople, which we're not salespeople, let's just put that aside, but most people stop reaching out after 1 or 2 asks. And so even if we're not told no or like put off. And so I will be honest, I bought something from a friend who's in a network marketing thing that has nothing to do with anything that we have. And she did have to reach out to me about 8 times. And I'm like, oh, those people frustrate me so bad. And I was totally one of them. So I'm like, okay, I can keep reaching out. That's okay. I didn't get mad at her. I just kept feeling bad that I hadn't done it yet. So anyways, I love that. Okay. I'm sorry. The weather here changed on me, guys. And that always flares up my allergies. But tell us one thing that you are going to do in these next couple of months when all these exciting promotions start happening. What's advice that you're going to give yourself, or what's advice you would give to somebody else in this time? Or for that person who's going for that top enroller for this month?
Reach out to everyone. I mean, I'm noticing a lot of my posts aren't being seen. So if they're not being seen, that means they don't know what you do. So, I mean, you have to reach out to everyone. So, you know, like back to the beginning, just start at your, you know, at the top of your friends list and work your way down, you know, send out 20 messages and then give it a break, which Instagram is great, but I haven't had the hit on Instagram with loyal customers the way I have with Facebook.
Yeah.
And it just showing you, you know, who's online is a great plus too, because you're more than likely to get a response back a little quicker, even if it is that no response. You're still getting some type of feedback, you know, back. And this month I'm trying, you know, any loyal customers that I do sign up, I'm offering a free, you know, body wrap or facial wrap if they refer someone to me that becomes a loyal customer.
Yeah.
Just another way to try and boost, you know, some volume, because I'm boxed for Diamond. I just need the volume. So I'm pushing hard.
Yes. I love that. Okay, I love that because you are boxed for it. And I heard Ashley Sinclair talk about that, a referral program. So guys, if you feel kind of stuck right now, referral program could be a great way to reach out again. Just telling people, hey, if you refer somebody to me and they sign up as a loyal customer, I'm going to give you a product, and you could give them a list. Like you could choose from one of these products, or, you know, I'm going to give you a credit of this much money, and then, you know, you could choose a product from there. But that is a great way to get that volume up there, which is what we need. And exactly, you know, and that's another great example of what Melissa was saying. Like, you know where you are and you know exactly what you need to hit that diamond, you know, and it's going to happen this month.
It is.
So this is going to happen. This is the perfect time to add people to that accountability group. You know, everybody's wanting to lose some weight right now, get healthier. They've been watching you all year and they've told you no. And now they're like, okay, maybe I do want that probiotic, or maybe I do want that cleanse, or this incredible new shake that's out with no sugar. I'm like, sign me up. I tried to get on earlier and wasn't able to order it. So I'm going to do it right when the Zoom ends again. But, you know, plug them in. But so here's something I can tell everybody that's on the Zoom right now. Facebook, on Diamond Empire, there is a way to print up your Facebook list. If you search for that, I know I'm telling you guys a lot of things that are on that page, but there's a wealth of information on that page. You can print up your Facebook list and do exactly what Victoria's talking about. Start reaching out, start with A's and go through, and you can cross. I mean, I'm a paper pen person, so there you go. You might not have to be that, but I am. I'm like, cross them off, check, you know, circle, X, whatever, right, when you're following up. So it's all right there. So you can do that. You can go through and just start reaching out to people and just sending that message. Hey, would you love to be a product tester? There's also, Sherry Lynn has on there like daily tasks or your power hour checklist. That is a great thing to do as well, guys. I will tell you, I'm signing up a loyal customer tonight that just sent me her information. I just said, she was somebody that came up on the list that I haven't really interacted with a lot, but one of the check marks on the list is just to reach out and say hi, message somebody, and I was like, okay, I'm just going to see how she's doing. Like, hey, they started a church somewhere. They were missionaries and came back and started a church. And so she's signing up now for the cleanse. And because I reached out to her and just said, hi, how are you? Or how's everything going in your life right now? Right now is the perfect time to do that with people. Happy New Year. So if you're scared to maybe ask somebody about a product, why don't you just say Happy New Year to them? One, don't be scared though. Send that message because it works and it's golden. And if you haven't tried it yet, you need to try it until you succeed at it. And then you'll be addicted to it and you'll keep going until your volume is all boosted. Okay, one last tip or aha, Victoria, whether you want to say an aha moment for you in this business or give us one last tip.
I think it would be my aha moment when November was it was a good month. I think I had 17 customers and I thought to myself, I can do this. I am gonna, 18 customers in December. I raise it each month. So this month I'm pushing for 23 customers and, the steps to success, I mean, it is easy if you just get those 4 loyal customers and just help your team get those 4 loyal customers. My signing distributors is not so strong, so I'm determined to work on that this year, and I'm gonna, I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna do it.
Yep.
And I know I can. I mean, 22 customers last month that put volume where I needed it, so I have to push again and get it on the other side.
Yes, you are. And guys, do you hear how she's speaking life over her business? That's what we all need to say. I'm going to get this. I'm going to be great at this. Wherever you feel that you're not great at it, you just start seeing it for how it could be instead of for how it is, and you will be there. And so I'm excited, Diamond, soon to be double Diamond. Okay. If you and Melissa will just maybe post some of your little scripts under the picture from tonight, we'll do that. And but great job, and thank you so much for sharing with us tonight. You're awesome.
Thank you. Okay.
A couple of things, guys. One, we need to take a picture so you can start showing your faces, all your pretty faces. Don't get me in trouble for taking pictures of, I'm trying to say, okay. Okay, sorry. Okay, a few things. January 31 day push, y'all. If you have not put on your notifications for Diamond Empire, for our team page, to switch your notifications for all instead of just highlights, you want to do that because you're getting tips from all our diamonds and above, all their little tips that they're doing. You're getting some tasks. Kathy's putting up sample posts that we've all sent to her that have been successful for us. And so you want to grasp as much as you can from there and learn from there. And as you're learning, you want to do, okay? One of the greatest ways that you can learn is to try, okay? You don't just want to go, I'm just going to sit here and be a sponge and take it all in, and then next month I'll do it all. No, you want to learn as you go. Even like Melissa said, I tried the Facebook business thing. It didn't turn out how I wanted it to do, so I switched to this. That is the best thing that you can do, is to try. And even like Victoria's saying, the Instagram thing didn't work as well for me, but this Facebook thing is working awesome. How does it work for you? You got to figure that out. It could be having parties, in-person parties. It could be meeting with people face-to-face, getting on the phone with people. You have to figure out how this works best for you and go with it until that all dries up and you've got to switch and learn again. But just keep going as you learn. We are having a team party this Thursday at 8:30 Central Standard Time. So get on that team party, guys. You want to start inviting people to it. You want to be there. You want to participate in it. You want to see what people are talking about, what's been great products for them, things that have worked for people that you haven't tried yet, stories, knowing people's whys, why they got involved. Just getting in and being in community with our team is going to be one of your keys to being successful. The dream drawing, guys, for every loyal customer, this is awesome. Just take a second and hear me for this. For every loyal customer and distributor you sign, you get put in a drawing that is going to be drawn at conference. You can get as many entries in that as possible. Guys, this could be one of us. One of our dreams could be coming out, there's just, go for it, sign those little customers and distributors because it's going to count towards something incredible. The Disney contest, get on Diamond Empire, read about it, participate. Getting tickets to Disneyland, how fun is that? I want to win that one. The auto ship cash giveaway. I'm running that auto ship, which we all should be products of the product anyways. I'll say this again, I think I say this every Zoom, but if the product's not changing your life, the business probably isn't going to either. So keep, run that auto ship, be that product of the product. Also, those new packs that are for 80 BV, they just announced those today. You want to get on that. And the Diamond Dine and Dance. For everyone who hits Emerald and above this month, you are going to be invited to the Diamond Dine and Dance. And that is going to be so fun. You don't want to miss it. And if we haven't met you yet, we want to meet you and hug you and cheer you on in person. And so we want to see you there and see everything happen. And then again, whatever promotion you hit this month, it's going to count for whatever they announce next month at conference, which is huge, guys. So I'm excited to see all you future diamonds, double diamonds, triple diamonds, presidential diamonds, and ambassador diamonds start hitting those awesome promotions. Okay, let me take a quick picture. 1, 2, 3, smile. Yeah, you guys are beautiful. Thank you. Have a great night. See you on Thursday night on our team party.